Okay, so now to this. A controversial proposal in Oregon is drawing fierce debate as a new animal cruelty measure could pave the way for some major restrictions on hunting and fishing across the state. The People for the Elimination of Animal Cruelty Exemptions Act recently surpassed 120,000 submitted signatures ahead of a July deadline to secure a spot on the November ballot. To address the potential impact on various Oregon industries, initiative leaders included the creation of a transition fund that could be used for income replacement, job retraining, and food assistance. The leader of the campaign, David Michelson, commenting on the IP28 initiative, saying, quote, "We want people to actually recognize that it is a choice that we could make to shift away from killing animals to treat all those other animals the same way we treat our companion animals."
Joining us now to discuss, Democrat Oregon State Senator Anthony Broadman. Anthony, as a fundamental matter, obviously Republicans are opposed to this. Democrats like you are opposed to this. Besides David Michelson that Ashley read about, who the heck is in favor of this?
It's hard to say. You know, I think Oregonians now more than ever, with the cost of food and fuel, we want to be more connected to our food. And part of that is supporting our local farmers, ranchers, hunters, anglers. Hunters and anglers are part of why we have such incredible habitat and wildlife and wild places here in Oregon. So it's hard to say. I personally haven't met anybody who supports this. In fact, when people hear what the ballot initiative is actually going to do, they're pretty shocked.
So let's talk about that. What are some of the concerns of these outdoorsmen and these people who are going to be affected directly by this, if for some reason it makes it to the ballot? But I honestly can't see it, even if it does make it to the ballot, that people in Oregon would vote for something like this, especially when you rely on revenue from this industry.
Yeah, fingers crossed that people will see this for what it is. But I think that you're exactly right, that when people in Oregon have a long legacy. It's part of our heritage that, we have great hunting and fishing. I'm co-chair of the Legislative Sportsmen's Caucus, and it's one of the issues that's bipartisan. I frankly would rather be focused on, a fair tax system and fully funding education and public safety and healthcare than this effort in the ballot initiative. But that's the beauty of public process, and we'll have the marketplace of ideas deal with what I think is a pretty poor one here.
State Senator, let's face it, fishing is literally biblical, right? But when it comes to hunting, how would something like this survive the Second Amendment?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a lot of levels of legal challenge. I've heard from tribal leaders throughout our state. We have treaty obligations. I certainly don't speak on behalf of tribes, but there's so many things wrong with limiting hunting and fishing, which at the end of the day, hunting and fishing licenses are one of the ways that we do some of the incredible habitat restoration work for game and non-game species here in Oregon. It drives our tourism. It's a great place to go fishing, a great place to go hunting. And, at the end of the day, our ranchers, our FFA, our organizations like Central Oregon Locavore, people who are trying to strengthen that tie to our food. I really hope that that's the direction that Oregon goes, and rather than voting for this.
Yeah, I am an avid animal lover. If I didn't think it would be nutritionally unsound for me to never eat meat again, I probably would never do it. But this is this is excessive, and it takes it too far. And I really feel like if people really want to hone in on animal cruelty, why don't you start with the beagles in these facilities that are being tested on? That's the type of animal cruelty that we want to see, done away with, not something like this.
Yeah, I think I think all of us want to protect animals. I have friends who are vegans, except for they will eat that steelhead or that chucker or that elk. And so, I think there's room to support people's food choices and
I agree.
Allow people to hunt and fish.
State Senator, thank you for your time. Really important topic.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube, and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.